My name is Adewiyi Tamlere, and in this video, I'm going to be telling you about affiliate marketing. So what is affiliate marketing? Affiliate marketing is a simple business model that entails promoting other people's products, and the reward for actually promoting other people's products is commission. So when it comes to affiliate marketing, there are three important factors, three important components, and they are the merchant or the vendor, the affiliate network, and the affiliate. And I'm going to explain. The merchant or the vendor is the owner of the product which people can come on to promote. This merchant or vendor lists their product on the affiliate network for one particular reason, which is to aid better distribution of their product and help them generate more revenue. Meanwhile, the affiliate network is an intermediary between the merchant and the affiliate, which is like the reseller of the product, and the affiliate network coordinates the activities, makes the product available for the affiliate, and most importantly coordinates the payment. In most cases, the affiliate network would split the payment between the merchant, which is also the vendor, and the affiliate. And the affiliate can also be known as the publisher. So the affiliate has a website or a social media account whereby they go all around to promote other people's products that aligns with their personal brand. And in every situation, these products that affiliates want to promote should help their prospects achieve a certain goal or solve a particular problem. And when affiliates successfully promote other people's products, which is like the merchant's product on an affiliate network, they get rewarded for it, and their reward is called commissions. So let's talk about the seller affiliate network. The seller affiliate network is an affiliate marketing platform that gives people access to sell digital products, physical products, courses, memberships all across the world. And with the seller affiliate network, affiliates can come on and pick the products of merchants and sell to people across the world. And on the seller affiliate network, there are a lot of products that have been well filtered out for affiliates to promote. And the very important thing to note is that these products are of high quality. And beyond that, affiliates now have the opportunity to promote their products all across the world. That is, they can promote to people in Rwanda, people in Afghanistan, and even down to Canada or the United States. And beyond that, affiliates can also earn in whatever currency that they choose to earn in on the seller affiliate network, which ranges from like the US dollar, the Great Britain pounds, Tanzanian shillings, Kenyan shillings, Ghanaian cedis, Nigerian naira. All I'm saying is it's not limited on seller. There are limitless opportunities when it comes to selling affiliate products on seller. And beyond that, anyone in any country across the world can actually sign up on the seller affiliate network at affiliates.seller.co and get paid into their local bank account, their PayPal account, or any of their preferred payment method. So when it comes to receiving your affiliate commissions or payouts on seller, it's so fantastic that you can get paid out the next day. I mean, within 24 hours of making a sale if you are in Nigeria. However, if you are outside Nigeria in a country like Ghana, Kenya, the US, your payment might take between 4 to 10 days, but your payment is processed as soon as it is available to you. And what might delay your payments coming through in these other countries would be like the payment processors. And that's why like it might take up to 4 to 10 days, but your payment is readily available from the moment you make a sale. At Seller, we are very, very interested in your security. And that's why we brought about the Know Your Customer verification process, whereby you have to update us with your personal details so as to curb any sort of fraud on the network. So whether as a merchant or as an affiliate, you have to verify your identity before you get paid out. But there's no problem at all with that. As long as you are a real person and you're doing everything legitimately, you're going to get paid out as soon as you complete your KYC verification. So how much does it cost to use the Seller Affiliate Network? The Seller Affiliate Network has a yearly fee of 2,000 Naira or $6. However, you can pay in your local currency anywhere across the world in the equivalent of $6. To sign up on the Seller Affiliate Network, head on to www.affiliates.seller.co www.seller.co and get started right away.
When life gives you lemons, create an online course on how to make lemonade and sell it on Seller. This lemonade name was sweet self.
This is Uzoma. He is a course creator. He sells ebooks and makes roughly $2,000 monthly from his course sales. Do you know where he hosts his courses, ebooks, and digital products? Seller. He even built sales pages with Seller Page Builder. Now, this is Aluna. She's a freelance corporate and she has customers in the UK and USA. She even gets paid at least $1,000 for her services and gets the platform she processes her payment with. Seller. Now, this is Kwame. He is an affiliate marketer and actively promotes Aluna's course using the swift and easy to use affiliate marketing feature on Seller. In fact, he just joined the affiliate network where he has access to thousands of courses he can promote. Why aren't you selling on Seller? Everyone is selling on Seller, but you. Sign up on Seller today.
Okay. Hello, everyone. Hello. Welcome to another Seller webinar. My name is Emmanuel. I'm the product marketing manager at Seller, and I'm happy to have all of you here today. So if you can hear me, can you please indicate in the comment section that you can hear me loud and clear? Just drop a thumbs up in the comment section that you can hear me. I want to see comments, guys. How are you guys doing? How has your day been? If you can hear me, please drop a comment. I want to be sure everyone can hear and see me. Please drop a comment. Yes, thank you. Blue Dove, yeah, I can see you. Nicholas Uzo, I can see you. Temiolu, I can see you. Nice. Welcome, guys, everybody. So today, we're going to have a very, very important guest to come speak to us, right? His name is Eniolua. So his name is Daniela. He's a personal brand video coach. He's a big deal, trust me. he has worked with influencers all around Nigeria, influencers like Aproko Doctor and the likes, right? So I promise you, this is a very very important guest today, right? So our guest is already in the building, right? But before we go on, I would like you guys to do something for me, right? We have just a few people in the house, right? So what I want you to do is copy this link, right, and share it with your friends, share it with as many people as possible, right? Share it on Facebook, on Instagram, on Twitter, on your WhatsApp status, right? So that as many people as we can get can join this webinar. I can see you, Bemisola. Thank you, thank you. Ngozi, welcome, welcome. All right, welcome, guys. So please just share this link with as many people as possible. And then after this very short break, we'll bring our guest in and he would speak to us. All right.
This is Uzoma. He's a course creator. He sells ebooks and makes roughly $2,000 monthly from his course sales. Do you know where he hosts his courses, ebooks, and digital products? Seller. He even built sales pages with Seller Page Builder. Now, this is Alona. She's a freelance corporate and she has customers in the UK and USA. She even gets paid at least $1,000 for her services and gets the platform she processes her payments with. Seller. Now, this is Kwame. He is an affiliate marketer and actively promotes Aluna's course using the swift and easy to use affiliate marketing feature on Seller. In fact, he just joined the affiliate network where he has access to thousands of courses he can promote. Why aren't you selling on Seller? Everyone is selling on Seller, but you. Sign up on Seller today.
What if you have all the tools you need to host and sell your online courses in one place? What if you have all the tools you need to host and sell your online courses in one place? No need to build expensive website or get external plugins and software anymore. Imagine everything you need in one place. Don't you want that right now? Introducing Seller Pro Plan. Seller Pro Plan. With Seller Pro, you can host up to 15 courses and have unlimited video file storage, build unlimited sales pages that can boost your sales, upsell and cross-sell your digital product to increase revenue, deliver your courses bit by bit with drip courses, sell to your international customers with Stripe and PayPal, get a free storefront to display all your courses to your customers. Quickly go to www.seller.co/pricing and pick a plan today. Use the coupon.
Okay, guys, welcome back. Like I mentioned earlier, So, but before we get started, guys, please, if you've not shared this link, we do that right now. We want as many people as possible to join us today, right? And share it with your friends, share it on WhatsApp, on your WhatsApp status, anywhere, right? Just so as not to waste time, we have Eniola in the building. Hear me? Eniola, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yes, yes. But I don't know if it's the earbud you're using. But
All right.
okay. So yeah, can you just introduce yourself? Introduction earlier, but I'm sure you will do a better job at introducing yourself.
Okay, okay. Very sure. Like, can you hear me now?
Yes, yes, we can hear you now.
All right. So, I really have to do this introduction about and
What you've done and stuff. Yeah.
Okay, okay. My name is Daniela, and I go by this Daniela on Instagram. I started my journey as a graphic designer, and from there pivoted to did a lot of design, logo designs and UI, then pivoted to started creating content on Instagram, and then from there pivoted to video, and also alongside trying to help others also build a brand online, and that's where the personal brand video coach came from. So I've been doing this since 2020. I have over 1600 followers on Instagram. So yeah, I'm a father of one. I have a daughter. What else? What else should I share? I think that's how we do for now.
Okay, okay, awesome. Congratulations on your daughter once again. Okay, so I would leave the stage now for you to take over.
Okay.
I think let me bring your slide up. Okay,
Okay.
you can take over now. Yeah.
All right. All right. All right. All right. Hey, can everybody hear me and see me? I just want to confirm before we go into the class directly. If you can hear me and you can see me, let me know in the comment section. This is 7:14. We're about to kickstart this. Just let me know. Just type, yeah, I can hear you, or just give me yes. If you can hear me, if you can see me, just put it in the comment section. Okay, Sophia. All right, all right, all right, great. All right, Temi and Lua here today. All right, I'll suppose that okay, Ngozi, Millie and Chamsi. All right. Once again, nice to have everybody here. Nice to have. Thank you, Michael. So nice to have everybody here. Today we're going to be looking at how to boost sales, through video storytelling. And once again, if you have anybody that they're supposed to be on this live, on this webinar, trust me, this is going to be a session they don't want to miss. You can see that the link while you're on this webinar. So we're going to be looking at how to boost sales through video storytelling. And before we continue, I said yes that audience reminders, for the benefit of the both of us, even while we're waiting for others to come in, you can turn off your camera and microphone. You can interact and react, using the chat, just like everybody is typing yes to help with the, the webinar experience. Also, feel free to type in your question in the chat box, and questions will be entertained at the end of the, of the webinar. There's going to be a question and answer session at the end. So you can just probably note your question down. And one more thing I want to say that you should probably, get your notes and pen, because this is going to be explosive. It's going to be explosive. I wish I could drop, let me jump. It's going to be explosive. So what we'll be looking at in this webinar, the webinar outline this evening, we're going to be looking at the importance of video marketing, one, and part two, we're going to be looking at best practices for creating compelling video content. Also, we're going to be looking at strategies for building your brand with video on Instagram. Then lastly, we're going to be looking at how to be consistent with video content. Then also, there's also a bonus, gift at the end of the session for those that wait to the end of the session. I'm going to announce that at the end of the webinar. There's a bonus gift, and it's not something that comes by every time. So yeah, let's go on. So the part one, the first session is the importance of video marketing. The importance of video marketing. So I want to go over. I call this part, the boring part. The boring part, so to say. This is. Just give me a second. Let me bring this up. All right, great. The boring part. This is like, the things that we don't want to, when it starts, many people start slipping off. But I want to share this with you to bring out some things so that it can help us to, how it can shift our perspective to see the way we, approach video content marketing. The first one says 85% of businesses uses video marketing in 2023, which is a 63% increase from 2017. That's from a study. Another study said 73% of users said they prefer watching short form videos when they want to learn about products or services. The third one says during the start of 2023, online videos had a 91.4% audience reach among internet users globally. 91.4 audience reach among internet users. 2023. Then the last one says a study has revealed that video generates more engagement than any other content type on Instagram. I believe some of these are obvious. Now, this is what I want to point out, from all this. One, more businesses are using video than at any point in the past 5 years. Like what you have now, like in 2023, is that more businesses are using video. That's what you can deduce from that fact. There are many statistics that point to this. I just have to highlight those ones, to not bore you with the numerous statistics that backs up how video is really what you need to be creating for your business or for your brand now. So, and also secondly, majority of consumers prefer video content to reading. I'm sure if you look at it from your angle, from the way you consume content yourself, you'd have noticed that you prefer video content, to reading. Most people prefer video content to reading. Most people prefer to consume video content than to consume reading, because you can consume let's say 100 video content in a day. You can't read 100 books in a day. So yeah, that also. So I say this to say that, for example, this is video content. Everybody. I'm sorry, this thing is messing up my slides. Let me bring something up. Oh, okay. Just give me a second. Let me just. Okay. Everybody can see my screen, right? Correctly. Like I mean correctly. You can see the labels on the ant. Let me know so that I'll know whether I need to, maybe adjust the slides again. Yeah, if you can see my screen, just drop a comment below, and if you can see the labels on the ant, those are ants, and that's a form of a sugar. Okay, okay. Oh, we can't. Just and can I re-upload this thing? Let me see. Okay. Okay. So what I was trying to typify here, yes, no labels. Okay, can you just give me a second because I'm very sure that's going to affect the other slides also. I'm re-uploading another version of the slide. So as I was saying, okay, let's go through this. Okay, all right, this is better. This is way better. So I said here that you know everybody is going towards video. You understand? Your competition. When we say more businesses are using video, I mean like other businesses aside, if you're not already using video, they are using video content, and so if you want to keep up, yeah. So thank you, Sylvester. To keep up with this, your competition is using video. The social media platform also is prioritizing video. Also, your audience also they are prioritizing video consumption. So you don't want to be the person that's going the opposite direction. Like for example, when started, the people that adopted the internet late, the businesses would have known how much they lost, by adopting it late. Would have known, like for example, when Apple started with their innovation, BlackBerry stuck with what they felt, the market they didn't innovate. BlackBerry, Nokia also did not innovate. So we saw them, they died probably, let's say, natural death over the years. So you don't want to be that person where you feel like, oh, everybody's doing this, I want to do this. And for the fact that everybody is doing it doesn't mean that something is wrong. It does mean that something is working. That's why everybody is doing it. The reason why everybody is doing it is because it's working. And I'm going to show you that, to show you the importance of video marketing. Number one, like if you need to build trust, not if you want to build it as a business or as a brand, you need trust. Trust is like the most essential currency you can have as a business or a brand online, because whatever you want to do, you need to connect with your audience. People need to trust you before they give you their attention, before they give you their hard-earned money, before they can subscribe to anything you're trying to sell them, whether for free or for paid. So your audience wants to be seen, they want to be heard, they want to understood, they want to feel seen from your content, they want to feel heard from your content, they want to feel understood. And there's no other content that does it better than video content, because video content combines all the other forms of content. You have the visual, the video, you have the audio, you can even add text on video. So there's a high level of immersion, like let me say immersive experience that is going on with video, that when somebody watches the video, the kind of reaction, the kind of connection they get compared to someone that is just reading a text, compared to someone that is just reading a carousel, because they can see you. You want to for example, like maybe if you have like a girlfriend, or probably you have a fiance or you have a wife, if you're single pringle, you can sit this one out. So if you have like a babe, that you guys are together in a relationship, you would agree with me that voice note is better than just text. Do you understand? There's just a feeling you get from hearing your babe's voice. And if she now takes it a step further, or he takes it a step further to drop you a video, just drop you a video while probably during work. Hey babe, I just stopped to check on you. How are you doing? I'm having a good time here. I'm trying to work on something, and he drops the video, or she drops the video. you agree with me that that does a lot more. That you connect with us more, like much more than just text. Baby, how are you? Do you understand? So I took it from voice to voice. Then I took it from video that converts, because you are seeing the person and it feels like, this person, you feel safe, you feel heard, you feel understood, like in another level. And that's what video does for you, does for your brand. So you don't want to be sleeping on video content. Honestly, you don't want to be sleeping on video content. Another thing that I want to bring up is engagement. I said in the beginning that there's no other video reaches 91.3% of audience engagement reach in the start of 2023. There's no other content that engages you like video. No other content that engages you like video. Video like is the number one again, because the thing is that just you seeing a person, talking to you just because of that face. I said yes. This high vision. Sorry, this is not. Sorry. This is not Illuminati. People might see this and thought like this is the third high or something, but this is just an high just to typify, the human experience, that is we communicate by, we have vision first. The way we understand, the way we see, the way we receive communication, where it's vision first, we see. So, and video is the only content that brings almost like connects to, I think, two types of for us to have a very good experience of consuming that content, which is our sight, which is our hearing, just combining those two together, and it's very, very powerful. That's why video engages you so much. And I also really like social media because of audience wants to consume more videos. More businesses are creating more videos. The way social media will do what the audience wants. They will prioritize what the audience wants, so as to keep them on the platform so that they won't run out of business. And that's what Instagram did. You see, Instagram pivoted from just photo only to video first social media platform to Reels. That's why you see the introduction of Reels. TikTok came, dropped videos, and we see that there's a high consumption of videos. YouTube has been doing it for so long. Snapchat has been doing it for so long. Do you get? So now, more than ever before, social media platforms are prioritizing video content over every other form of content. So that's why you need to adopt video content. You need to adopt it in your strategy. I'm not saying like other forms of content are, you should probably throw them in the trash or they are not working. Yes, they are working, but right now video is working way much more better. Even video gets more shared than any other form of content. Look at the content that gets shared to you by your friend or everybody that shares memes to you. Look at the content they share. Even in your DMs, look at the content they share. They are mostly videos. You'll find maybe a carousel, maybe 1 out of like 20, you get a carousel there. So that. Then sales, because that's one of the things that this is very, very important for you as a business person, even as a brand. You need, if you are building your brand or if you are trying to build a business, you need sales. And nothing does it better than video content. Video helps you to convert more leads. It helps you to increase your revenue because why? I said at the beginning that the video helps you to build trust more than any other content. And just because of that face, people can, attach a face to your brand. For example, if you're scrolling through an Instagram, you're scrolling through a vendor on Instagram, and then, you're just seeing products, and then you go to another account that is selling the same thing, and then you're seeing the person on video showing how the product works. Who would you message, between both of them? So let me know in the comment section. Who would you message? Is it the one with the faceless brand that just had products, or the one that is showing you in the video, how to use this thing, the benefit of it for you? For example, probably maybe you go to you're looking for some kind of baby product, and it's not even for example. I still, I was looking for a product, and then where I felt like, I trusted more to buy is a brand. I saw the brand, the person explaining and showing how the product works. The person explaining that just made me trust the business more made me trust the brand. And I sent them a message, hey, how much is this? What's the delivery cost and all of that? I saw other, other pages that just listed the product, and they have even more followers. But I saw this page that explained to me there's a face to the brand. That just sealed the deal for me. So video works well when it comes to converting leads, then generating sales. So that's to sell your video if you're not on the bandwagon yet. So I hope with that session, with that part, you've been able to see one or two or three things about why video content marketing is really important for your business. It's not a trend. It's just people now, the barrier to entry has lowered down because of we have high they roll out new phones that can make people create more video content. Before, the high cost of entry to video creation, you have to have a form of video camera. But now there are budget cameras. There are cameras that you can get for as low as 400K. You can even use your phone to create content on the go. So now people are more open to video content. That's why you see people consume more, people create more video content. So yeah, definitely the one with the face. Exactly. Chami said, I can relate to this. When I started doing video, the response I got was massive, more than my write-up. Exactly. It's not paper statistics. It's what works. So let's go this second part. I hope you're joining things. Let me know if fast. You can drop it in the questions. I can slow down my pace. There's a lot we need to cover. And I really want to dish out everything to you guys on this webinar so that you people enjoy your time on this webinar. So yeah, best practices. So now we're going to I said practices for creating compelling video content. But first of all, what is a video? What do I mean by compelling video content? What I mean by compelling video content is a content, video content that connects with your audience, that your audience can relate with, that your audience can, that triggers them emotionally, that they connect to emotionally, and they feel, as I said, they feel seen or understood, with that content. So a compelling video content is a content that connects, with your audience. Also, I said it captivates your audience. It captivates it attracts their attention. You know those kind of content when you scroll through the Reels page, those kind of content that they just stops you in your track and then you watch them, and then sometimes they can even take you to the creators page and then you just see other content. Those are the kind of content that is compelling. They captivate your attention. They stops you in your track. Also, another feature of a compelling video content is the one that retains attention. So, for example, I can capture your attention for the first 4 to 5 seconds, but then throughout the rest of the video, am I retaining your attention? Am I keeping your attention for you to get to the part that I now inspired you to take action? I now inspire you to take action. So those are the features of a compelling video content. One that connects with your audience, that captivates their attention, that retains their attention, and also inspire them to take action. Because at the end, we want you to take action. Be that you want them to follow you, or you want them to share this content, you want them to take comment, or you want them to register for a webinar. I'm sure most of you on this call, you register to this webinar, maybe from the video you saw. That helped you, to just go to the link in bio, or however you register for this, to register for this webinar. So that's an example of a compelling video content. So now let's break it down. Number one, what do you need for a compelling video content? The first thing first is your content quality. That's the first thing first. Because see, no matter how much your video looks good, it's audio or anything like that, if it doesn't have substance, then what am I waiting here for? Then there's nothing we're waiting there, we're watching. Do you understand? That's why I said content quality first. And what I mean by content quality first is that your content must be very, very valuable. And I'm not trying to throw out the valuable, that's what everybody say. Value can mean different things. If you are educating people, you can educate people and, in such a way that, that's new to them, in such a very unique manner. Not just that you're just dishing out information, things that they can find on on Google, you can incorporate it into storytelling and try to tell it from a different angle. Provide value for them. Also, value can be like you're an entertainer. Do you understand? And then you're looking for ways that you can use to, communicate your probably your song or probably your jokes in a way, your skit in a way that appeals to your target audience. That's value. Value can be maybe you just want to dance, you're a dancer. That whatever you have that that can add something to your audience. It could be maybe you want to add laughter to them. Your brand is just about like, you want people to laugh after a long ass day or probably after all the hardships that we go through. But your brand can be like you are giving hope for, single mom or single parent. That's so you need to create content around that. So what I mean by content quality is that because of the exposure and because of the large amount of information we are exposed to, we are no longer in 2019, 2018 or 2020 before COVID, where people are not really exposed to so many information. Right now, people are exposed to so many information. Your audience, they know it. They are smart. They are not, yes, you should break things up, but they're still smart. They know a lot of things because they are also exposed to many different kinds of content. Many different kinds of content. So you need to bring up your content game up to a level that, when somebody comes to your meets with your content, are they getting value? Is it something that they can share to another person? Is it something they can save to use later? Is it something that speaks to the questions they've been asking about? For example, let's say, for example, if you're trying to like get to somebody, to build his or her brand on Instagram, maybe using video, and I started creating great video content. But it's a viral. I brought my phone. I definitely try to reach access Instagram. They are my phone and I show to use take it very how to plan scripts, how to that is to you. That's say that you have to start with you. Now I'm showing you how to use what you have. You have start and do from my end. Is this from my end? Is this from my end? Same experience for everyone. Finding it difficult to. Sorry. Still breaking up. Okay. It's still breaking up. It's still breaking up. I can't really start. Still breaking up.
Okay, let me know if you can hear me now, if this is better. Just let me know if this is better. Oh, yes, perfect. Is this better? A lot better now. All right. Let's speak on then. Okay, good now. All right. Do you guys want me to go over? No, I don't think I'll go over. Do you want me to go over starting from? Because okay, a lot better. So I was explaining content quality. How that you need to like focus more on your content quality, how you present information, how you present whatever value you want to dish out to, your audience. Because I said that the people are more sophisticated than ever before. And what made them sophisticated is that they are more exposed to, a large, amount of information. People can get information easily because look at, there are many other people that are creating the content you are creating and in the same industry with you. There's just the way we get access to information now is so fast and it's so easy. It's not like before. It's not like before. So now more than ever before, people know a lot of things. So you can't just maybe just create something that you found on Google and all of that, and just present it to them. They can tell people that the creators that are putting in the work, the brand that are putting in the work, to the ones that are just doing lifting and giving it to them like that, because there are other content they are very, very much exposed to. So that's what I was trying to explain. He said it have started again. I hope it doesn't start again. I'm still being heard. Okay. Okay, it's okay on my hand. I can hear him clear from mine. All right, great. Simplicity. Now, I'm trying to give you things that you need to create a compelling video content. Now, one thing about video content is that even content generally, you don't want to confuse your audience. You never want to confuse your audience. And one way you can confuse your audience is by trying to mumble up, jumble like 2 different ideas or 3 different messages inside one content. Do you understand? That's when you start to lose your audience. That's when you start to lose them. That's when you start to lose the ability. Sorry. That's when you start to lose the ability to retain their attention, because now you're saying maybe 2 or 3 different many things. Try to make your messages to be simple. Let your content be simple in the sense that just use one idea with one content, one message with one content. For example, let me give you an example. If I was in in the fashion industry, if I was in the fashion industry, maybe I'm a fashion creator, I'm a huge fashion creator, and I want to share maybe different ways you can wear as to dinner, maybe different ways you can wear. Now, for example, if I'm sharing that, I'm going to share sometimes people might want to share like both male and female side. But then that could be overwhelming to people. Your content would do well if you do one for the women, then also do one for the men. So that way you have 2 contents, and then it's so the idea of each content is just single like that, and then you don't have to spend so much time in creating it, and then you maximize how long the content is. The shorter the content, the better it is. For people, they'll easily consume it, they can easily share it. But then with longer content, attention becomes harder to keep. So sharing a single idea with your content will really help a lot. And also on simplicity, also it says that it is to that you don't want to be talking about complex stuff. Even if you want to talk about complex stuff, you need to break it down. You need to break it down. Breaking it down in the sense that it relates to your audience. They can relate to it. Like, for example, now, when you're talking about if you're talking about mental illness, there's a way, if your target audience is Nigerians, there's a way you need to approach it. It's different from the way that probably if your target audience is people in the US, there's a different ball game entirely, because for example, mental illness is not really much more spoken about in Nigeria. There's even what will I call it? What do they call this? Is this stigma to mental illness? The fact that people would say, "Oh, you're going crazy. Something is worrying you," and all of that. You understand? There's a stigma to it also. In people coming out, there's low level of understanding of the different kinds of mental illnesses we have in Nigeria, what people deal with. So the way you approach it is different from from probably people in Western countries. So when you understand that about your audience, so you need to, okay, even if I want to talk about this, I need to break it down to a level, because the people I'm trying to talk to, they don't really have a knowledge of what I'm talking about. They've not been receptive to this thing for a long while. So the way you approach and present that content is way different than the way you approach and present it to, like, maybe probably people from the Western country. So that's how that's an example of breaking complex things down. It starts with knowing who your audience is and the level to which your audience is. If probably, for example, if you're a if you're I'm still saying sound is bad. Okay, maybe some people are just trying to catch up with where I am now. Maybe they're watching from the part that the sound was bad. So another example that also we can learn from. Yeah, another example we can also learn from that. If you're a luxury, you're a premium, let's say you're a premium coach, or probably you're a business that sells to luxury stores, or probably your service is luxury, like you have high paying courses, or you service high paying clients. Now the way you approach breaking down things that will be different to people that are just speaking to beginner level audience. Do you understand? So because then a high ticket client is well informed, knows what they are doing. They just need maybe an extra step to get them to where they want to be. So that means that the level of simplicity you bring, it will be at another level. It won't be at the same level you speak to beginners. So this thing varies. I'm just trying to show the various the variations of being simple with your content. So that's how you create. That's one of the ways that you can make your content compelling. One message per one content, and also break things down. Don't start using jargons or professional languages that people don't understand, or that's probably like a cliche. That doesn't show any originality, doesn't show any authenticity. You need to find a unique way to present your ideas. For example, when this guy James Clear wrote about atomic habits, there have been many books on habits. There like thousands of books on habits, but he said atomic habits. Then he approached it from a very unique perspective, and then the book became a bestseller. So the way we present, the way we approach information, the way we present content, it really, really matters a lot. So let's go. Then also scripting and planning. You don't want to joke with this, honestly. You don't want to wing your video content, because you will suffer, and then you will lose track of whatever you're trying to communicate with your video content. Because every video you make should have a purpose. Every video you should be able to say, okay, this video I'm making, for example, the ad video I made for this webinar, I had to do it twice, because the first one I made, I checked it, I was like, nah. If I were to watch this, you would not really want to sign up for this webinar, and you don't want to maybe I will share it maybe one of these days. You don't want to sign up for this webinar. And I had to sit down back again. Okay, what am I trying to communicate? Who are the people am I speaking to? Then I had to sit down again, draft the script, draft the shot, and also shoot again. Just to get people to sign up for the webinar, because that's the sole purpose of me creating that video. So that's why scripting and planning will give direction to your content, especially your videos. Because I was saying that if you don't script and plan, you suffer, because you ramble and ramble, you ramble a lot, and then you end up with so many clips that you now start cutting and cutting and cutting. That gives you more, that elongates the time you use in editing your videos. And you now start trying to say, okay, how can I make it fit? How can I make it 1 minute, 30 seconds? Do you understand? Something that maybe it should not even be more than maybe 40, 50, 60 seconds. Because of you didn't plan. So scripting and planning, if you check content that are well done, they're way scripted and planned. Unless for some terms that are probably maybe you're speaking out of your heart, which is like personal. It's more like a personal, you're showing a personal perspective, maybe your core belief or something, that could come once in a while. But most times this content that blows up, they're well scripted, they're well planned. So storytelling, this is a big one. I know we have a very short time, but I want to say that stories help a lot. Stories help a lot. You need to lead your, incorporate storytelling into your videos, in the sense that, and stories is not that maybe you're trying to look for one story or formulate one story. Because the thing is that sometimes we don't introspect enough to see whatever that is is going on with our lives, or something that have happened in our lives or around us, for us to use those experiences and to communicate something. So this is the time that you need to look, because those stories are unique to you, that they are unique perspectives, they are unique experiences that you have. So by the time you are using them to communicate, a message, to build content, to do a video, it's way different. It's just way different. It cuts through the noise. It's not what everybody else is saying. You're like, oh, wow, this is new, and this is good. Do you get? So for example, if I wanted to say, well, for example, if I wanted to share a content on probably how to, like, what can I use? For example, if I wanted to share a content now, sorry, of the importance of having a skill, I could start by saying something like, I could start by saying I'm supposed to be a chartered accountant, but I could start with my journey as supposed to be a chartered accountant, and then I dropped out of ICANN, and since then I never looked back. What am I doing there? I'm trying to tell you that because many people that know ICANN, ACA, people are dying for that, and I got to the last stage, then I dropped out, Then I've been doing, I've been earning with my skill, and I see no reason for me to go back there. What do I want to do with the stuff? Am I going back to 9 to 5? This one is just from the top of my head. I can structure it up, but I'm just trying to show you that, I could use that story. That one alone hooks you, because you're like, who the hell like leaves an ACA? Who the hell, like dumps ACA and try to, like, say skill is better. And I'll show you how having a skill set has helped me so far. Never worked 9 to 5, so having a skill set has helped me so far. Even if I start, I've never worked with 9 to 5 in my life. Do you get? So that little story, attracts, captivates their attention, and also retain, because they want to know what happened to this guy. How did he get to where he is now? Do you understand? So that's on storytelling. We're going to be talking more on this later, but I'm just trying to show you the features, that makes a compelling video content. For example, if you check, from this video I did for the videos we do for our Coco Doctor, you would see that it leads with story. It is also it communicates. Health is such a difficult niche to entertain people with. It's such a difficult way. If you can't, it's very, very difficult. But then you find stories that probably are relatable to you. Like, you want to talk about people should stop consuming herbals, agbo and all of that. You start with a story that, I know you're about to go and take one agbo jelly for your back, and then you're calling that woman. You just start with a story that's relatable, every story that people relate with, and then you use it to pass your message. And then you see, like, many people engage and share the content, because why? There is something they can relate to it with that, and like they are very receptive to those kind of content because of people leading with stories, the creators leading with stories. Let's go on. Then also the video quality also plays a part. A survey by WiseO also found that when people were put off from video, it wasn't due to the quality of the video itself, but the actual content. Now, I put this because sometimes when you tell people video quality, they might prioritize it over the actual content itself. That's why I said in the beginning, the first thing that you want to have for your content to be compelling is that the quality of your content needs to be top notch. Like, you have to lead with value. I said that in the beginning. Now, the reason why I put it that is that it says that a survey was found that when people were put off from a video, it wasn't due to the quality of the video itself, but the actual content. Because people can sit through a poor, video content, in as much the quality is good. I'll give you an example. I wanted to buy a mic, and I was watching reviews, and this is to tell you that video is so powerful in helping people make decisions on maybe they want to buy your stuff, or they want to get you to probably maybe to service them in whatever capacity that you provide services for. So I was trying to buy something a mic for content. And I actually watch reviews a lot. I'm very sure most people watch reviews when they want to get stuff like that. I was watching a review. Now the review that did it for me, I cannot shoot video like that. I would never. I've not even shot video like that. Like when I started, I would not shoot video like that. The guy was reviewing the mic, and then it was his wife that was controlling it. So they were just zooming in, zooming back. Like the video was very, very amateur. Like it's not. I should not. It's not something that should be worthy of YouTube. Do you understand? But then I watched the video, and that was the video that sealed the deal for me because of the value in the video. It showed me test scenarios that I didn't get in any other videos. He went to a river to test the mic, to test, the noise reduction, everything. But like, it was so valuable to me that I watched it to the end. I saved it. I was like, I was still going to come back to this thing. I watched it numerous times. It just made it for me. And that video was poorly shot. They were just, doing digital zoom. The highlight was overblown, was overexposed. But I sat through it all. Because what? Because of the value I was looking for that was in the video. So that's just, a caution to yes, we want to improve our video quality in the sense of we want to improve our audio. Audio is very, very important. Audio is like the most important thing in your arsenal because I can watch a video that was shot on a phone, but if the audio is bad, I wouldn't stick around. But if for example, when you people were on this webinar and people were complaining about my audio, I'm sure some people might have dropped out because of the bad audio. You could not, but if it was that you couldn't see my face, you could hear my voice, and then the slides are going on, you don't have any problem. Do you get? But then if the audio is bad, you wouldn't want to stick around. So you want to pay attention to the audio. You want to invest in, even if you are shooting on your phone, invest in your audio. So those are like the features of like a compelling video content that I want to share. I've covered it all. I'll say, audio, then your lighting also, those are like the other technical aspects. Get good lighting. Also, when you're shooting the video, like, these are more technical areas, like, shooting your video in the sense that that's like, joining with scripting, how you communicate, like, do you just sit down and shoot your videos? Some of the content you enjoy, look at how they shot it. Do you understand? And try to pick up some things from there. There's a reason why you enjoy those content. Maybe they change views, they use B-rolls and all of that. It helps also with people with retaining your audience attention and the way you edit it. Something I want to note here is that when people start, there's a mistake I see with beginners when they're editing. You use a lot of effects, a lot of transitions, and what those does is it overwhelms your video content, and then it makes people lose the message of the content, like when it's overdone. Do you understand? You don't even need transitions. You don't need all those things too. There's a way you can use them intentionally. Do you understand? But if you're just starting out, just stay away from those things until you get your storytelling on point so that you can now use those things, apply it in edits to help the pacing of your video, to help how your video progresses from one, gradually so that you can retain the people's attention. For example, because you know that the first 4 to 5 seconds of your video content is very, very important to hook in your audience. You can try and dramatize the first few seconds. Why? Because you already know that people's attention are very low, and then the first 4 to 5 seconds, if I don't get their attention, they might skip this video. So that is you intentionally using those things at the beginning to just keep them. Do you understand? To just keep their attention. So that's the numerous ways different ways you can apply this. Now let's go to the part 3. If you are enjoying this, let me know in the comment section. Let me know if you're enjoying this. Let me just check the comment section, so that we just I give you a breather, because I feel. So if you're enjoying this, if you're having a good time, just let me know in the comment section. Enjoy. Nice one. Yes. Tell me the lower. Awesome. So let's get to the part 3. Yeah, good audio, good content, video quality. This can come last for me. Awesome. So strategies for building your brand with video. We're going to strategies for building your brand with video on Instagram. So first thing first, as I said, you need to lead with value first. That's the best strategy. Any tips and tricks that doesn't include that, because there's no way where you do everything and then people now come to your content. You know, so there's nothing here. There's nothing here. They bounce. So everything that you have done, all the strategy, all the acts, they've gone to waste. So that's why you need to nail your content first. Most times you don't even need like so many tips and tricks, especially when your content is good, when you're giving people good value. Do you understand? You need to nail your value first. I really need to that's very, very important. How you want to communicate your content. What am I communicating? And this will only happen if you really know your audience, actually. For example, if let's say I was creating I'm probably maybe I want to sell hair products for people that have relaxed hairs or probably natural hairs. Let's use natural hair. And I want to sell hair products. And many businesses can just be uploading okay, let me use I said an example, wealth homes and properties. Okay, I'll do the example next. For example, business, you don't want to be uploading just hair products. Do you understand? Many people are caught in that you just upload hair product. Even when you're doing the video, oh, I just got this new, there's this new brush, and just copy it. They just say the price, just show you this is a new product, this is this. Now, when you know your audience, you know that first, aside from the people that are already keeping natural hair, there are other people that want to keep natural hair and they don't know how to go about it. The people that are keeping natural hair, they don't really know the right way. They're also searching for the best way to keep their hair in the best shape possible. They're looking for the right product. They're looking for they're asking questions of, oh, my hair shreds a lot. How do I keep it not to shred? Is this normal? They are looking at, okay, I don't want my hair to dry, for my scalp to dry. What do I need to be applying to is it all kind of hair cream or dry? Do you understand? So instead of me, for example, instead of me start posting my products, my everything, you know what I'll do? I'll start creating content and how-to content, on how to begin your journey if you want to, start natural hair. What do I need to cut my hair? Do I need to cut my present hair? Do I need to be on Skodo before I start this journey? I'll start creating content that addresses those questions, and I'll move it forward, to what to do in the first 3 months of keeping your natural hair. Then I'll show you what to do. I'll tell you, I'll recommend product that you need to buy. I'll slot in my product there. Do you understand? Also, I can even, do you get what I'm trying to say? I'll slot in my product here. Then I'll tell you that maybe 5 things not to apply to your natural hair. Do you understand? 5 things not to apply into your natural hair. I'll tell you that I don't know what's I know you should not use relaxer. 1, you should not use this, you should not use that, you should not use this. Then I'll tell you what, these are the safe products that you can use for natural hair. I'll plug in my products. Do you get what I've done first? I've led with value. I've given you something, answers to the questions that you probably have in your mind. Do you understand? So that's an example. Let me use an example. I saw Wealth Homes and Properties. I know him from Instagram. Trying to recollect the name. But let me use an example. If probably maybe I was a real estate somebody, because now I know very well, yes, I want to sell you a house or I want to sell you a land. I want you to buy into the idea of, it's not just buying a land. Do you understand? If I'm buying a land, it's for 2 things. Is either I want to have a land to myself, I want to have a property to my name, to probably build a house, to escape paying rent and all of that. Do you get? That's one. Secondly, is either I'm buying to create more wealth for myself. So there are 2 kind of person, there are 2 type of audience you want to reach out to. Now let's now see. It's not that I'm just posting there's this house, there's this new land in this. The first thing, somebody like that would probably be worried about was the assurance that this is not a scam. Do you get? Was how can I know that when I buy this land, Omonile will not come back and say, oh, did not sell this land and all of that. This land belongs to the government. This land belongs to one family. You first address those objections in their mind through content. You share them. When you buy land from me in our land, we take you to the products that, or you educate them. It's not even when you buy land from, you educate them. These are the 5 documents you must collect, or anybody sending you a land must give you before they sell the land to you. You list the 5 documents that they must have, or even if it's more than that, you list it. Or these are the 5 steps if you want to get a land. First of all, you speak to this person. You must have a survey on ground so that you will know what would they call it? Whether they are giving you 2 plots, if it's 2 plots, if it's not 2 plots, you know that if it's 3 plots. Do you understand? So when you have those things like that, what are you doing? You are creating content to people that their questions are being answered. What they are doing in their head, they are trusting you more. They feel like you know a lot about this. If you are sharing this, it's more like maybe you are sharing. They feel like you are sharing secrets, and they trust you more. Now, if they want to buy land, or if they have somebody that they want to buy land, or they will just send your video, or probably they'll just send your profile to that person, or they'll just message you. Do you understand? So that's what you do. For example, also you can start educating people on how to create wealth through real estate. Do you get? You're doing real estate though, but then by the time like maybe a 10% of your audience finally gets it, and they're like, okay, I'm ready to invest in real estate. Yeah, the first person that comes to mind is way it just helps you seal the deal faster than just you posting housing, because to even come online and say I want to buy property from you, that takes a whole level of trust. So for you to build that trust, you need to answer their questions. You need to speak to their objections. You need to speak to their fears. So, and you need to create content that addresses those things. So, yeah, we don't use our own stories, not exactly, but we don't. Let me go on. So another strategy that you can adopt also. Another strategy you can adopt is rice strategy. It's not rice. It's not rice and beans. It's not rice and beans. Let me show you the rice. So the rice strategy says research, iterate, create, experiment. So research, iterate, create, experiment. Remember, we're talking about the strategy you can use to build your brand with video online. Now, if you are building content, you have to be researching. You see, I don't know if you read this book. Everything is a remix. There's been a lot of articles on that, so everything is a remix. If you watch your movies, they are probably an adaptation of a book. Games of Thrones, the movies are an adaptation of a book. There are many stuff like that. Harry Potter was an adaptation of a book. There are many Marvel, the adaptation of a comic book. So everything is a remix. There's a lot to do to which if you research content in your niche. Don't just stick to what you know. Even go outside your niche and research how people do content and see what you can adopt from that into your content. Let me share this one with you guys, for example. For example, I shoot a lot of my videos sitting head on. If you check my talking head, I see it's just once in a while, I do a B-roll because I shoot by myself. So, but this video I did for this webinar, I had to do research because I really want to keep anybody that is watching that video, I want to keep their attention to the end. So I was just researching different content. I went on TikTok, I went on Instagram, and I saw some kind of the ways, some content. I saw the way they shot it. And I adopted some things, me shooting from different angles. I adopted it from those content. Do you understand? So when you research, you now iterate it. It's not that I took it, I down lifted it and I just do the same thing. I iterate it to feel, something that works with me, that works with my person, that appeals to me. Okay, how can I adopt this and make it work for me on how I create content? That's what I did. Do you understand? And I created it. And this experiment means that I check the result of whatever content I did. And I check how did it perform? Did people receive it very well? Did it really reach people? And I check it. I checked my Instagram insights. I saw the views. The views is almost 20,000 views now. And it's worked way more than what I imagined. Now, what would I do? I'll go back and start creating those type of content. I'll start, adopting that kind of content in my content strategy. Do you understand? That's what I'll do. So what I mean by research is that you need to look into your niche. Okay, how are people creating content? If I want to do a product review, how are people doing product review? Even in my niche. step outside your niche also. Look at probably other niches. How are people reviewing their products, and see what you can adopt, and adopt it and iterate it, make it feel natural to you. How can you do it that it doesn't feel like you are doing something that does not feel, real to you, that does not feel appealing to you? Do you understand? And you create it, then experiment, because experiment is that you check it. If it works, do it again. If it doesn't work, go to another thing. But then you have to do something like 3 to 4, 5, 10 times before you know that, okay, this is not working. Do you understand? Because you must keep on experimenting, keep on experimenting, because that's where you begin to find the gold. That's where you begin to find the content that does well with your audience. So that's what the right strategy is for. Don't worry, you'll find this right strategy anyway. I was just, when I was brainstorming on how to communicate this, I just felt RICE would be a very good acronym for you guys to remember. So research, iterate, create, and experiment. Now, also prioritize your hook. I've said something on this because your first few seconds really, really matter. When it comes to video content, it really matters a lot. You need to prioritize like the first 3 to 6 seconds of your videos, because people are scrolling through. See, let me tell you something. Nobody comes to social media to come and learn. Do you understand? Yes, maybe people go to YouTube to learn in a way to search for something. But when it comes to TikTok, when it comes to Instagram, I'm not coming to come and learn anything. I want to be entertained. I want fast, cheap dopamine. Do you understand? So now what makes me learn is because maybe I saw the video, you hooked me with something that probably interests me, interests my curiosity, and I stay and I watched it to the end. Do you understand? What have you done? You've hooked me in, because that was not my intention when I came to social media. I just want something to pass the time. So you need to be looking at your audience that social media is not a university, it's not a school where people want to come and learn. It's something for entertainment. So you need to do your best, to probably prioritize your first 3 to 6 seconds to prioritize, and I said it that you should lead with storytelling, try to hook them in, so that you can captivate their attention. And there are 3 different ways that, said it that you can use to capture their attention, which I say CAV, cave, without the E, cave. So CAV, the first C is copy hook. That is in your scripting and storytelling. Copy means like whatever you're saying in the content, the way you are telling your story, the copy hook, the way you are telling your story, the way you have scripted your video, that's your copy hook, because you can hook people with the first few things you say in your content. For example, I said that if I want to, talk about like, how I'm earning with my skill set, just to help people see that the benefits of, having a skill, I can start with that. I've never worked a 9 to 5 in my life, and I'm over 30 years old. Or in my 30 years of living on this, I've never worked 9 to 5. Or in my 30 years of living in Lagos, I've never worked 9 to 5. No, I've not lived in Lagos for 30 years. But you understand what I'm trying to say? Do you understand? So that makes it like, are you serious? And, yeah, in Lagos, you have not worked 9 to 5. How are you doing it? It packs their curiosity. That's me using a copy to hook them in the first few seconds. Another way that it could be that, what if I told you, like for example, I made the example of wealth, that real estate person on this webinar. For example, you say, what if I told you that you could buy this house for as low as 10,000 naira? Yes, I know you're capping. She gets my first guy is just capping. But then I want to know what like, is this really true? This is too good to be true. Then you now begin to tell me that yes, you can buy this house as low as 10,000 naira at with our payment plan. Boom, that's mortgage. G get. So what are you doing? You are just using the first few seconds to hook them. That's copy hook. So let me go to the A. A is audio hook, which is like your audio quality. You don't want to be sounding like you are speaking from a trash can. You don't want to be sounding like you are using Sagem to create content. Do you understand? You want to keep your audio quality on A, or you want to keep it on bar. G get. So please invest in your audio. I'm still going to come for people in my content. Like, why would you be creating video content and you not invest in audio? Audio comes first. You need to invest in good audio. So if you have good audio, people can still stay around and be like, wow, that could really, hold them. Wow, this is cool. Then also sound effects, with like you are using some whooshes, some things, and there's a way you can learn this. I'll share that after I finish the class. That's part of the bonus stuff that I want to share. So sound effects, using that. I've seen those videos like you said, boom, 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 boom. They just use that the UI team. They just do boom. That's whoosh and all of that to just keep your attention. That's what it's just for attention. Just trying to keep your attention. And also music, soundtrack. Also, that's why you see like some music, some reels. Those reels that are trending with music does well because there's a way music triggers our emotions. There's a way it captivates us. Triggered. So that's why music too does a lot. So you can use those 3 different things in your video to hook your audience in. You can apply it like have a good audio, sound effects, have music, or you can do it without music, use sound effects and good audio quality. Then the last one is visual hook. We're talking about your video visual, the quality of your video, what people are watching, how's your lighting, how's your lighting doing? How are you, being seen very well? Does it look appealing? You know the things that looks appealing. You know the very good ones that you're seeing. Do you understand? Then also caption. You need to have the caption to your video because you can literally watch a video without bringing up the audio as long as it has captions. I watch videos. Sometimes I even watch a YouTube video just without sound. I'm just overhearing it and I'll watch it completely to the end just because I'm seeing captions and I'm seeing the video. There are times that I just, you're in a place and you don't want to play out the sound and you just look and you're just following with the caption. Like caption hooks, it keeps people. It's something that you should not miss in your videos. Aside from the fact that maybe some people that are probably maybe impaired, like maybe they can't hear. Do you understand? That's another reason to use caption. But more than that, it serves as a way to keep the attention of whoever is watching your video. It helps to retain attention. That's why you see like people still add captions to videos, to movies. Do you understand? You still want to watch, your movies with caption because also it helps you understand, whatever you are watching much more better. Also, I said B-roll. Now, B-roll, let me explain for those people that don't know what B-roll is. There's A-roll, there's B-roll. A-roll is me talking to you like this. Do you understand? That's the primary video in this content. Now, B-roll could be me. I can show you like another video of this. Maybe I'm talking about this brush. I can show you a video of this brush while I'm talking. That's a B-roll. That's where you overlay it on maybe whatever I'm talking about. So that's a B-roll. So that also helps with your content. It helps switches up, your content. And then, people are engaged throughout while watching your video. So it helps keep that attention. If you can use, for example, if you are talking about, buy a house in Lekki, if I want to say everything you need to know if you want to buy, 5 things you need to know if you want to buy a house in Lekki, I can go and download a stock footage of, Ikoyi Link Bridge. I'll just show you that B-roll, blah, blah, blah. Then also show some couple houses that are very fine on Lekki. Do you understand? That's a B-roll. Now, animation is you like, using animating your text, like the way it drops, how to blah, blah, blah. Or you're talking about when you're trying to, make words, show cash on the screen. That's, animation that helps also to hook people in and retain their attention. So now, also another way that you can build your brand with video is to create more how-to content. How-to content means that how to do something, all those instructional videos, how to use something, how to get better with something. Because those kind of content, because people really love watching educational content and content that teaches them how to do something they never knew how to do. Do you get? So when you create more of that, you have a higher chance of getting more high views on your content, or probably getting more reach on your content. So when you create more how-to content, I mean all the content you're going to be creating, try and incorporate out, and you can incorporate as a business. I already shared something like, as a business, don't just show your product. Answer people's questions. There are people's questions. There are a lot of people's questions that you need to. For example, if you have a baby page, you are selling baby clothing. Let me tell you that if I can start doing content on the kind of clothes that your baby needs to wear. At maybe let's say at 1 month, your baby needs to wear cotton, breathable clothing. I can start sharing content on that because it's not everybody that knows that. I can tell you that these are the 3 types of clothing you need to avoid. Avoid, polyester, 100% polyester clothing for your baby, blah, blah, blah. There's a way it reacts to the screen. If that's true, I'm just using that as an example. I can tell you that 3 kinds of oils you need to stop using on your baby. Do you understand? Or maybe the kind of oil you need to buy. I can start educating you on, I can even educate you on how to keep your baby, just how to bathe for your baby, how to keep your baby hair, to grow very well. Those are the other, supporting things that you need to do, like how-to content, so that to give you more highball and people begin to trust you more, that you really know what you're talking about, you really know what you're selling. You don't become the first person that comes to mind when they want to trade, get those kind of things. Also, this one is very, very important. Keep your real short, please. If you're just starting out, if you're just building your business, because you don't have that real estate. For the fact that reels is 1 minute 30 seconds doesn't mean that you have to do 1 minute 30 seconds. I hope you know that whenever you upload a video that is more than 1 minute 30 seconds, it becomes like an IG video, like IGTV video. That's why you see that the reach is so different compared to the ones that fall between 1 second or 1 minute 30 seconds. Do you get? So keep your reel short. When I started creating reels, I forced myself, even there was 1 minute 30 seconds for me, I forced myself to create reels just 1 minute. The video ad I did for this ad, the first one I did was like 2 minutes. The first one I did was like 2 minutes. I cut it down to 1 minute 30 seconds. The second one I did also was like 1 minute 30 seconds. When I finished it, I have to cut it down to a minute, because I know that when the video gets longer, it becomes very hard to keep your attention. Do you understand? So if you are just starting out, you know that your storytelling skill is still like you're still building it. You're still trying to build your confidence on video. You don't want to be doing 1 minute 30 seconds video. Do short reels, 1 minute. Keep it like the limit that you can get to is 60 seconds. Do you understand? If you have a content that needs to go more than 60, turn it into a series. Do you understand? So keep your reel short so that to maximize, your content. All right. The other thing also I want to say is that how you can, build your brand also with video. Some things that you can apply is create content that aligns with your brand. Now, when I'm saying create content that aligns with your brand, I'm very sure we know the obvious way to create content. Just like the way Mufasa, Today Not, Instablog Nigeria does. Yes, but that could harm your brand. If you're a person that is building your brand or a business, it could harm your brand, because definitely you not start having issues with like having permissions from content creators to use their content. Now, what you can do, what I want to bring to you is like, there's a feature on Instagram that you can duet or you can remix people's content, which is very, very much, it's very, very much allowed, because then nobody's taking out the content creator's name. People will see that, okay, this is the creator. You are just, remixing it. I've seen someone use it in a way that, for example, there was a content we did on anti-glare glasses, and this business was selling anti-glare glasses. And what she just did was remix that video and said, and put on her own video that this is what I've always been talking about. Get an anti-glare glasses. That's all. Because of the known figure that was by the side, which is a Proco doctor talking about anti-glare glasses. There's a way you identify that person with this business. Do you understand? It's a very tricky thing to do. But I'm saying that when you create content that aligns with your brand, for example, if you have a known figure in your niche, and then there's something that you've been preaching for so long, and that known figure weighs in on it, you can remix it and say, this is what I've been trying to tell you guys since. Listen to this. Do you understand? It's a way, it's giving you more eyeballs. It's something that aligns with your brand. Definitely, the audience of that creator can also see your content also. So it could bring some businesses to your way. So that's what I mean by create content that aligns with you. That's what I wanted to show you guys. That's a very good way to get more eyeballs and and just do it in places where you know that your audience also is in that place. For example, if you are selling cars, if you are selling let me say for example, if I'm selling anti-glare glasses, I want to appeal to a target audience that works maybe on their computer a lot, that probably maybe Gen Z and let's say millennials. Do you understand? I don't want to be in a comment section of like, maybe nursing mothers, someone that's probably maybe speaking to nursing mothers, so to say. I want to be in the comment section of somebody that's speaking to creatives, like probably Salem King. I want to be in that comment section. I want to probably curate that kind of content, so that because when they see it, I have like there's a good size of, there's a good number of people that can easily relate to whatever that is going on with my brand. So that's that. And collaborate with other creators. Another way you can grow your brand online on Instagram is collaboration. Collaborate with other creators. I know so well that because of probably we feel like, oh, you're small, you don't have really anything to offer to people, to like, all these big creators. What I would say is I start from like your creators that are probably maybe a little bit 2 levels above you. Maybe you're like a 1,000. You can reach out to 3,000 like followers creators and start from there. And start, they would definitely hear you out. And also come with value. Okay, how can this collaboration help you? How can this collaboration help me? For example, if I'm selling something and I want you to collaborate, it's not even like, collaborating on them for them to sell something. You can collaborate that you have a content, you educate people on this, and you see they do it too, that we can, collaborate on this. And I can even send you like for thanks, I can even send you a copy of my product. You don't even need to make a video about it, just for the collaboration. Do you understand? Because it can be hard to reach out to people that are like way above you, because the value that you want to offer them is so insignificant. Do you understand? Unless maybe your product is like bang, 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 and you want to test because you know that they need it. You might have done your research and you feel like this person might need this. Do you get? My needs. For example, I wear glasses a lot. If somebody will reach out to me and say, oh, like he has a pair of frames that he wants to send to me, and if we can do a collaboration of that, I'll look at them and then I'll jump on it because I know I need it. I wear glasses a lot and it's not bad. I should have that. Do you understand? But then if I see that the value that was being offered, it doesn't really, I might be skeptical unless, there's a good relationship that has been created between both of us. So collaborate with other creators, it helps a lot. The part 4, which is probably the last part that I'll be talking about, we're over 1 hour mark. I'm sure we've been having a good time. How to be consistent with video content. This planning is very important. There's no way you can be consistent with video content if you don't plan. Honestly, you can't continue to make video content. You will burn out. You will definitely burn out. You will burn out. You need to plan like your content beforehand. You need to plan your script. You need to script. You need to. That's why I said here that spread the process across different days. The process that is involved in video content, you are doing research, idea brainstorming. Then also now you now write your script. Then you now start shooting. Then you now start editing. For example, for me, I don't do all these things in a day. Do you get? For example, I collect ideas a lot. I collect ideas. I just keep, that one doesn't have it. I just keep collecting. But for me to now, idea generation, maybe I now sit down and now script, it's a very different day. And I skip like up to 3 to 4, 5, 6 content. Do you understand? There, I choose a day to shoot. I just shoot the 6 content. Then another day to edit them. Sometimes I don't edit all 6 in a day, but I just edit maybe like 2. I just keep editing them like that. What that does for you is that it reduces the pressure on you to create. It reduces the mental pressure that you go through if you're doing all of these things in just a single day. Do you get? So you have to reduce them. You have to spread the process across different days. That's how you can be consistent. That's how batch creation will work for you. But if you are trying to do everything all at once, you will burn out. You won't be efficient with it. When you now look at video content now becomes like a dreadful task for you because you're looking like, oh, when I finish, it's just like I'll be sick or burn out. I'm not saying that you still not feel it, but then it will reduce the way you feel. It will reduce drastically. The pressure will reduce drastically. So you want to spread them across different days so that you'll be able to edit and roll out. For example, if you want to do like 7 days challenge, which we're still going to do, 7 days challenge to create those next 7 video content. We're going to use 2 weeks to do that. The first week is when we are creating the videos and editing them. The second week is when we are posting them. Do you understand? So that's how you try to be consistent with video content on Instagram. Also commit to a posting schedule that works for you. I can post 7 days in 7 days in a week. Doesn't mean you should post 7 days in a week. Do you understand? Although posting frequently works well to build your brand. That's how social media works. The more you post, the more you get rewarded. The more your content gets pushed, the more you build momentum. So but you also have to be wise about it. How much time do I have? Okay, if I don't have the time, do I have the money to commit to someone to edit this thing for you? If I don't have that, okay, how much content can I produce? Can I really create? If it's just I can create 3 times in a week, commit to that so that it doesn't get overwhelming for you. Do you understand? So don't say, oh, people are doing every day and put your head there and be doing every day, not knowing that that person has a team of 5 helping them out. Do you understand? So try and do what works for you to help you. It's not a 100-meter race. It's a marathon. Do you understand? It's a long-term project. So you don't want to burn out. So and here to my bonus for you guys. I'm sure you'll be wondering like, what's the bonus? What's the bonus? What's the bonus? What's the bonus? So there's this course I'm trying to put together. I'm working on already putting it together, which is built with video. It's an ultimate beginner's course to building. Ultimate beginner's course to building your personal brand with video. Ultimate beginner is going to be hosted with Seller. It's a self-paced course. You're going to be. It's for mobile creators first. So what that means is that if you want to create videos with your content with your phone, this is for you. This is for you. So this taking your brand to the next level. So what I'm going to be covering in this course is content strategy. I'm going to covering that. I'm going to cover storytelling. I'm going to go deeper into this. In this webinar, there's no time to like go deep and try and give you so many things. I just like had to because of our time gloss over some things. But in this course, I'm going to be going deeper and maybe teaching how to use storytelling, how to apply it in scripting. I'm going to show you how to take videos productive. We're going to go over video production, how to take videos with your phone, how to your lighting, how to get good audio with your mobile phone. That's why we're going to go into mobile sound design, how to edit with CapCut. All this, I'm going to be showing you how to edit with CapCut. I think there was a course I created before, which is I created a CapCut for CapCut users. But CapCut has changed over time, so this is going to be like an updated version of that. If you don't even know how to use a CapCut, don't worry. This will teach you how to use CapCut. And if you already know how to use it, this will level it up to use how to do some things in CapCut to just maximize how well your video performs on social media. Then also, that's not the end of the course. There's going to be a support group, which is like after the course, after you finish, we're going to have like a 2 weeks group coaching, which is going to be like where you create your next 7 videos. The first week is going to be like we're going to be jumping on calls together where we ideate and brainstorm. We're going to use that as idea generation. Then that first week we're going to see how we're going to script our content. Because of the things we've learned, we'll be able to script our content. Then also we're going to shoot our content and edit it. Now the first week is if you are running into any challenges, if you are running into it, we've been having call every day for that first week, so that to help you, if you're running through any challenge, if you're running through any challenges whatsoever to create a video, so that you can be able to create a video, edit them. They will start posting their second week, and that's the create your next 7 videos challenge. Also, I'm going to be recommending gears that you can get, which is like affordable. I'm not talking about I'm going to tell you to go and buy one 400,000 stuff. I'm talking about affordable things you can get because I use I use a light as cheap as 8K for my video content, and you know, do you understand? So I'm going to be recommending that also. And the reason why I said it's a bonus gift is that all of this, I was going to the cost is going for 30K because I sold this course before and the people bought it for 30K, which is they pre-ordered it for 30K. But then for this, thanks to seller, reduced it. We have a 30% discount, and this is going to be for 19,999 price. Seller, that's seller price. I put seller price. So if you want to like probably take your brand to the next level, I'm sure for the experience you have with this webinar, I'm not the type that holds back, on probably teaching out, whatever I know. This is geared towards if you're just starting or you feel like you don't know what you're doing. No offense, but probably maybe you're doing it all and it's not going anywhere and just want to level up a little bit. This is the course for you, and it's going to be mobile first. So you can join in. The price is $19.99, which is basically 20K. This is just a marketing, but basically 20K. That's like over 30% discount. So for you guys, it's just for you guys, because if you go to the page, which you can scan this barcode. If you go to the seller page, you'll see in the description, this is just mainly for seller people. So you can, pay for the course. You can sign up for the course, which is going to be taken down tonight. I'm going to take down the page tonight. After this, probably maybe by 12 p.m., I'm going to take down the page tonight. So it's just for you guys. So if you want to do that, you can just come. I'm going to leave this stuff on the screen. You can just take out your phone and just scan it, and it will take you to the page right now. So you can try that and let me know if that works for you. So yeah, and that's the end. That's the end of our session with you. My session with you. If you have any questions whatsoever, you can drop in the question session, and Mr. Emmanuel will come on board to host that session. So yeah, so Emmanuel, to you. Over to you. So the course will start in October. That's the end of October. The course will start in October. This is a pre-about price that can be super right as a result of seller. So because whatever what that is going to cost really.
Hi, Daniela.
Yeah.
So I've been talking all along, and I didn't know I was muted, to be honest.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah. So I was saying thank you very much for your time. Thank you for doing this with us. So guys, if you have questions, just drop them in the comment section. I think because of time, we'll probably just take one or two, and then we call it a night, right? So I was saying, I think I'm going to plead on their behalf. Can we extend this promo till tomorrow? Is that possible?
To tomorrow.
Yes, because we're going to send out emails to everyone that registered tomorrow morning, right? With the link to the replay, and also seller is giving out a free ebook to everyone that registered for this webinar, an ebook that will teach you how to build digital products from scratch, right? So if you register for this webinar, you will get that ebook for free in your email box tomorrow. So I'd like to include this to the email box tomorrow for those because not everyone that registered is here live, right? So there are people who would see the emails tomorrow and would also want to jump on this. So I'm going to plead on everyone's behalf to extend this till say this time tomorrow. Is that fine?
That's fine.
Okay. So let me see if we have questions. Okay, so I think we have one question. I think it's from. Okay, let me just put it on the screen so I don't mudder.
Oh, okay. Based on what you said.
Yes.
Okay, based on what you said about tailoring your content to people in different geographical zones, what happens if your audience is global? Okay, I would say is probably you're in Nigeria and maybe your audience is global. Probably let's say US, for example. Is that what this is about? Let me check in the comment section to see. what happens if you're because I really want to get the question here based on what you said about to me, referring to people in different geographical zones. Okay, I think I'll try my best. Is she still on? Amada son. I'm sorry if I butchered that. I'm very sorry. Okay. Okay, I think I'll just do my best to answer it from what I understand about the question. Okay, she's still here. So
just a follow-up. Yeah.
Okay, are you trying to? What you're asking is it like tailoring your content to reach a global audience while probably maybe in Nigeria or so? Okay, Amadason. Thank you. Oh, that's so good. Is it Emmanuel? I even tried more than you.
Yeah.
Oh, so okay. I think I'll just I think that's what she said. So now, if probably your audience is global audience, you need to like tailor your content to speak their language. Do you understand? To speak their language, you need to tailor your audience to speak their language. I'll share before I tell you like I'll say some things for it. When your target audience live in different places around the world. It could be difficult targeting different places around the world. For example, now when I started graphic design and I wanted to build my brand online. Now the reason why I said I wanted to start creating content was that while I was in graphic design, I was getting like 2,000 naira graphic something, designing flyers for 4,000 naira, logos for 2K, and all of that. Before I could get someone to pay me 50K, the client he used my eye to see as a shege. So I just decided that I can't continue to do this because I watched a lot of Crizo's content then, and I saw that these people are charging like way over $5,000 and all of that for just logo designs. I was like, yeah, I am. I'm struggling with 2,000 naira, 4,000 naira clients. So I decided that okay, I would stop. That I need to start, building my brand online to be able to target, foreign clients. So what I did was that I started, creating content in that line of why, maybe logos should. I started creating carousels. That was carousels during, COVID. I started creating that and the benefits of logo, to start speaking, addressing their questions in their language, Nigerian language. Because even Nigerians, like before you get them to understand, like the benefit of logo, it can be quite because not many people see the benefit of branding. As at that time, like we're still way behind. So I started speaking to that, and one other thing I did also, I kid you not, aside from just creating content, you also need to start engaging in those communities. Do you understand? I started engaging like with foreign creators, with where probably I feel like, oh, this person would have my target audience. I started engaging there. I started engaging with foreign hashtags. Like if I want to, and I got gigs. I got logo design gigs, I got branding gigs, I got content gigs. When I even started my video editing gigs, I got a video editing client from a foreign client, some foreign clients for gigs. Do you understand? So aside from creating content in their language, you also need to engage in those community. For example, I was not engaging with any probably Nigerian creators, aside from the ones like maybe the few I kind of like look up to maybe then. Those are the ones that I was engaging with. But my engagement, 90% of the time, was foreign, was like in the UK community, in the US community. That's why if you check my account, you see like so many of these guys are following me also. So it's until lately that, I pivoted to video. And then what I'm doing with video, it can be very challenging to replicate for a foreign client. So that's why, I'm stepped back to like, being to my local audience. So that's how you can approach it. I hope I answered your question. At least I gave you something to work with. Let me know if I did. Manu.
Okay. So I'll wait for her to. Yeah, she has responded. So she says, "Understood. Thanks a lot."
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Yeah, I think we don't have any other questions, so we can just call it a night. Thank you very much once again, Daniela. Thank you for
Yeah.
for doing this with us. So guys, once again, before I go, let me just mention that all of these would if you register for this webinar, you will get all of these details in your inbox tomorrow morning. A replay link to the webinar, the link to the free ebook from Seller, and a link to Eniola's course on Seller as well. Right, so you get this in your email tomorrow morning. Yeah. So thank you very much, guys. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Eniola. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. Good night.
Thank you. Good night. Thank you, guys.
This is Uzoma. He's a course creator. He sells ebooks and makes roughly $2,000 monthly from his course sales. Do you know where he hosts his courses, ebooks, and digital products? Seller. He even built sales pages with Seller Page Builder. Now, this is Alona. She's a freelance corporate and she has customers in the UK and USA. She even gets paid at least $1,000 for her services and gets the platform she processes her payments with. Seller. Now, this is Kwame. He is an affiliate marketer and actively promotes Aluna's course using the swift and easy to use affiliate marketing feature on Seller. In fact, he just joined the affiliate network where he has access to thousands of courses he can promote. Why aren't you selling on Seller? Everyone is selling on Seller, but you. Sign up on Seller today.
When life gives you lemons, create an online course on how to make lemonade and sell it on Seller. This lemonade, it was sweet, sir.